Hello IP students. Today our topic is Python Pandas data frame and this is Python Pandas data frame part 10. In this lecture we are going to discuss about reindexing and altering labels. There are basically three methods used for this purpose in Python Pandas, and these functions are rename function, reindex function and reindex like functions. These are the functions used for reindex low labels or columns in a data frame. So let us take them one by one. First one is rename functions. So rename function basically is a function rename the existing index or columns labels in a data frame. So if you want to rename existing indexes or columns labels, you can use rename function for this purpose. And its syntax to and it, as far as syntax is concerned, first of all write data frame name first, then dot rename. This is syntax. Actually there are two syntax given here. This is first one, and this is second one. So there is only one difference between these two. In first we can see that there is a column name, there is a parameter name access, and in second one there is a parameter name column. So difference is this, rest all things are same. So this is the parameter, and if you want to this is these are the parameters. These are the parameters here, columns and axis. Rest mapper in places, and the second one is index. So mapper or index or columns basically are the same. If you want to change the index, just write index, and if you want to change the columns name, then write columns, and if you want to write mapper, then it may be a dictionary. And when mapper is mentioned, also mention its axis, whether it is axis 0 or axis 1, or there is another parameter is called in place. By default it is false. When it is true, then it changes the mate that are in current data frame and new data frame is not returned. It means that whenever you take the value in place is equal to true, it means new data frame will replace the old data frame. So these are the parameters, and for its if you, let us suppose that Q2R1 and Q2R2 are the name of columns or indexes. So if you want to change Q2R1 or Q2R2 to 1 or 2 respectively, then just write Q2R1 within a single quotes, after that colon sign, and then after 1. And similarly for Q2R2, write just in single quote and then after colon and 2, and this is also apply for other columns also. So this is the basic syntax of rename method. So let us take an example. These are the parameters I already discussed about these: mapper, axis and in place, mapper, index or columns which you want to change the name, then axis, it may be axis 0 or axis 1 along row or along column, and in place if you want to replace the data frame with new one, then you can take the value in place is equal to true, otherwise by default in place is equal to false. If you don't take value as in place or don't mention the value of in place, then by default it is false. That means there is old data cannot be affected at all. So now there is a data frame, that is a original data frame named NDF. So here I can zoom it. This is a new data frame NDF. In this data frame we can easily see that there are 4 columns: 2016, 2017, 2018 and 2019, and 4 rows: QTR1, QTR2. Actually these are the indexes: QTR1, QTR2, QTR3 and QTR4. And along column 2019 we can see that there are 3 values which are represented by NaN, means not a number. So there is actually not even a single value or even 0. That's why NaN appears here, because NaN represent not a number. It means there are no number at all. So this is our actual data frame. Now if you want to write like that, NDF dot rename and index QTR1 colon 1, QTR2 colon 2, QTR3 colon 3, QTR4 colon 4, then what happens? Actually it replaces QTR1 to 1, or 1 is there in place of QTR1. Similarly 2 for QTR2 and 3 for QTR3 and 4 is used in place of QTR4. And the new data frame looks like here. In this data frame we can easily see that where the finger point out that these are the new index, because we rename different index by 1, 2, 3 and 4. An original index contain the values QTR1, QTR2, QTR3 and QTR4. So original index contain name QTR1, QTR2, QTR3 and QTR4, and after rename it, these are represented by 1, 2 and 3 and 4. So in this way we can rename different indexes. And now if you want to again take the print statement of NDF, then we can easily see that QTR1, QTR2, QTR3, QTR4 are there, even they are not represented by 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is happens because we don't take parameter in place, and by default in place is equal to false. It means that if we don't mention in place is equal to true, that means that actual data frame will not change at all. That's why when we actually print that statement data frame, original data frame, then QTR1, QTR2, QTR3 and QTR4 will be appear there. It means there is no effect at all in original data frame. Now let us take another example. Now in this case we take in place is equal to 2. That is the first case. In place is equal to 2. When in place is equal to true, we mention in place is equal to true, and after that whenever we want to print NDF is the name of data frame, then there will be a change reflected in this data frame. Now the new names of indexes are 1, 2, 3, 4 will be appear there, because we take in place is equal to true. So what is the meaning of in place? The in place parameter is used to replace the original data frame with new one. If we took the new value in place is equal to true, then it actually replaces the original data frame with the changes that are be done in rows and columns. And if we don't do this, and if we don't take it even in place as a parameter, then by default in place is equal to false, and there is no change in original data frame. Now if we want to mention axis, second example is related to axis. We take another parameter axis. So axis is equal to 0. We want to take axis is equal to 0 with rename within rename function. Then in this example we can easily see that NDF is the name of data frame, so that's why we take NDF, then dot rename, and then Q2R1 colon 1. It means Q2R1 will be replaced by 1, and then Q2R2 colon 2, it means Q2R2 will be replaced by 2, then Q2R3 colon 3 means it will be replaced by 3, then Q2R4 colon 4, it means it will be replaced by Q2R4, and axis 0. Axis 0 means column wise, so all, or we can say that index wise. So when we take x is equal to 0, then Q2R1, Q2R2, Q2R3 and Q2R4 will be replaced by 1, 2, 3, 4 respectively. And For column level implementation or axis 1 level implementation, we can take x is equal to 1. So there are only two axes. We can use either x is equal to 0 or we can use either x is equal to 1. So if we want to change index or columns, so just write x is equal to 0 for indexes, and for columns just write x is equal to 1. Now there is important information here. You either use mapper dictionary with axis argument or use dictionary with index or columns as a positional argument. So basically, if we want to choose take, or if you want to choose or select mapper dictionary, then always mention with axis along with axis along mapper dictionary, and if you don't take mapper dictionary, then use index or column as a positional argument. So this is an example about column level implementation. So for column we can take x is equal to 1. So in this example, if we want to change year, and column name for years are 2016, 2017, 2018 and 2019, we can see in our original data frame. So this is our original data frame. 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019 are the name of columns, and Q2R1, Q2R2, Q2R3, Q2R4, these are the name of rows. You can change the name of rows or indexes, or you can change the name of columns. We can already change the name of Q2R1, Q2R2, Q2R3, Q2R4. It means we can easily change the name of rows or indexes using x is equal to 0 parameter. And if you want to change 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, which are the name of columns, then you can take it as x is equal to 1. So let us see its example. Here in third point, we can see that here is x is equal to 1, and this is an example here. 2016 is replaced by 16, 2017 is replaced by 17, 2018 is replaced by 18, and 2019 is replaced by 19, and x is equal to 1. So it means there is a implementation along column or along axis 1. So the final answer looks like this, in which we can see that column name are 16, 17, 18 and 19. So this is all about rename method. And there is another syntax. If you want to change, or if you want to write column as a parameters, then if you don't want to mention axis, and if you want to just write columns in place of axis, then just write columns. First of all write columns, and then after pass the values of column name like this. So in this example, axis is not mentioned, so you can use either axis or you can use columns. So here columns are mentioned. So name of columns are 2016, which is replaced by 16, 2017, which is replaced by 17, 2018, which is replaced by 18, 2019, and which is replaced by 19. And there are three values n, a, n, and in original data frame also there are three values. So basically data frame will not change, but only the difference between previous original data frame and this is that this data frame is that columns names are changed, because intentionally we can change the columns name by putting the parameter columns, and just replace the value of 2016 by 16, 2017 by 17, 2018 by 18, and 2019 by 19. Now second method. Now second method is reindex method. So first one is rename method, and second one is reindex method. As the name suggests, it reindex is actually reindex method is basically concerned to the index values. So it changes the index numbers or values and its syntax is, first of all, write data frame first, then after re-index, and then index columns method and fill values. These are the parameters for re-index. Or you can change labels, access, method and fill values also. So you can use either index or column, you can use either labels or access. So what is uh, labels actually are array like and it is optional, and index columns are array like and it is also optional. So you can use either index or columns names, or you can use labels. And if you want to put access as a parameter, then by default it is 0, or you can write access equal to 0 or 1. So there are two values, and one more parameter here is fill value. So value is filled using fill value. So let us take an example, and let us see that what happens after using these parameters. There is a reindex parameter. So there is an example, ndf.reindex q2r4, q2r1, q2r3, q2r2. Actually is reindex the original index. Reindex means it changes the order of indexes. So q2r4 appears in position 1, and then q2r1 at position 2, q2r3 at position 3, and q2r2 at position 4. So order will be changed, or we can say that re-index the order of different rows. So we can see that this is original. After the execution of the above statement, we can see that q2r4 appears first, then q2r1, then q2r3, and q2r4, and marked by a yellow arrow, marked by a yellow point, marked with an arrow also. So in this arrow we can see that there is a small information here. See, the new order of row indices is as per the order of indices, and so basically it tells that original index will changed and new index will be appear after using the reindex as a function. And using the reindex we actually change the order of indexes, and in this original index contain order q2r1, q2r2, q2r3 and q2r4. But after applying reindex method, original new index contain order q2r4, q2r1, q2r3 and then after q2r2. So, or you can also write it as x is equal to 0. If you don't mention x is equal to 0, then by default it is 0. So that's why both these statement does not affect the final answer. So you can use x is equal to 0 as a parameter, or if you do not want to use x is equal to 0, then by default x is equal to 0. So that's why final answer cannot be changed in this case. And what happens when we take x is equal to 1? Let us take with another example. There is important information here. Like rename, in reindex 2 you either use mapper sequence with access argument or use it with index or column. So the point says that we can use index or columns, or we can use labels. That's why there are two syntax of this. So either use index or columns, or you can use mapper also, or access argument. And the second example is, here we take x is equal to 1. So x is equal to 1 and order is 2019, 2018, 2012, 2017, sorry, 2016, 2015, then to 2014. Original data frame contain order 2015, 2016, 2016, 2017, 2018 and 2019. Original data frame, there are only 4 columns, 2016, 17, 18 and 19. And in new data frame there are new more columns which are 2014 and 2015. So in this case we can easily see that not only we change the order of columns, but also insert two other columns. Then what happens is that is there is any error after the execution of this statement, or we can see that successfully executed after the execution of that statement. So we can see that um, it does not raise an error, it is successfully executed. But regarding 2014 and 2015 as a column, there is a value represented by NaN, means not a number. And why it is so? It is so because 2014 and 2015 are not the part of original data frame, and since there are no value regarding this, that's why NaN appears here. And for rest portion of the data frame, order is same as that we given in our command. That means 2019 appears first, then 2018, then after 2017, and then after 2016. So we can say that when we want to change the name order of column, then we can use reindex function with x is equal to 1. And if we want to also if we also want to insert new column name, then it will be we can done it very easily. But value regarding to these columns name will be NaN, means not a number, means there is no value for these numbers. Next is Q2R4, Q2R1 and Q2 nil. Now in this case we reindex, but reindex rows, and rows only we take 3 rows, Q2R4, Q2R1 and Q2R nil. Or actually in original data frame there are 4 indexes or rows, Q2R represented by Q2R1, Q2R2, Q2R3 and Q2R4. But in this case we take only 2 rows or index value Q2R4, Q2R1, and here we don't take index value Q2R2 and Q2R3, and we take extra value Q2 nil. Then what happens? Then actually values regarding to only Q2R4 and Q2R1 will be appear there, and for Q2 nil there is not even a single value, and it is because Q2R nil is not a part of original data frame. Next is specifying fill with rows or columns. So in this case, in previous case we can see that a column or row or column or index which is not part of original data frame, and when we want to write in reindex function, then there is a value appear by, then there is a value represented by NaN. And if we want to replace this value NaN by any values, suppose like 5,000 or 10,000, then one question raised in our mind, that is it possible? So answer is yes. Yes, it is possible, and it is possible because of a parameter named fill underscore value. So fill underscore value is the name of parameter by which we can fill NaN values. So there is a small example here. Actually it is previous example, but there is only one difference. There is another parameter called fill value which we write here, and we can take the value of fill value, in this case is 1000. So 1000, and actually we can see that the difference between these two, in previous example there is a NaN value for index Q2 nil, and in this case there is 1000 in place of NaN when we used fill value in place of fill value as another parameter with 1000. So, and this is also applied for columns. So in second example there are 3 columns, 2019, 2017 and 2015, and there is a value 5000, fill value 5000. So all value that are represented by NaN are filled with 5000 and marked with a red pen represented by a rectangular here. So this is all about reindex, and third function is reindex like. So reindex like method is used to reindex a data frame with comparison to another data frame. So using reindex like method, you should have at least two data frame. So you can easily reindex another data frame in comparison to second data frame. So if you have two data frame and you want to reindex one with the data frame according to second data frame, you can use reindex like method, which can reindex original data frame with respect to second data frame. So let us take an example. This is the original example. This is original data frame, example 1, original data frame here, and named NDF2, in which we can see that there are 5 columns represented by 2019, 2017, 15, 13 and 11, and there are 4 index values represented by Q2R1, Q2R3, Q2R4 and Q2N. And there is another data frame represented by SALDF, SAL underscore DF, in which columns names are 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019. Now when we compare these two data frame, then we can easily see that in SAL underscore DF there are 4 columns named 2016, 17, 18 and 19, and in data frame NDF2 there are 2019, 17, 15, 13 and 11. So some data or some columns names are not common, some of them are common. In SALDF, Q2R1, Q2R2, Q2R3, Q2R4, these are the index values, and in NDF2 data frame Q2R1, Q2R3, Q2R4, Q2R2 is not there, which is part of, I think, SAL underscore DF. Yes, so as Q2R2 is a part of SAL underscore DF data frame, and Q2R2 is not part of NDF2. So here we take two different data frame, and these are different in terms of some columns names and in terms of some index names. Some of them are even same in both data frames. So what we want to do here, we want to use reindex like method, which actually reindex a data frame, or we can say that reindex a original data frame compare it to another or second one data frame and reindex like according to second data frame. So this is an example, NDF2 reindex underscore like SALDF. So it actually reindex original data frame called NDF2 according to SAL underscore DF. So SAL underscore DF. So SAL underscore DF, there are, let us see, SAL underscore DF, there are 4 columns named 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, and since we here reindex NDF2 according according to SALDF, that's why there are 4 columns name appear 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, which are the part of SAL underscore DF, and also there are 4 index Q2R1, Q2R2, Q2R3, Q2R4, which are the part of SAL underscore DF. Or we can say that the columns name or index value of SALDF will be the columns name or index value for NDF2 when we reindex NDF2. Now as far as value is concerned, some of values are found and some are not found against these columns or index. So the value that are not found are represented by NaN, and the value that are found are replaced by values present in NDF2 or NDF2 data frame. So this is reindex method, and finally we can see that if we want to reindex a data frame according to in comparison to another data frame, then we can easily do it using reindex underscore like function. First of all, if you want to change NDF2 according to as SALDF, then write NDF2 first, and then after reindex like, and then the data variant, the name of data frame according to which you want to change the original data frame in parenthesis sign. So you can do it very easily. So this is a very simple syntax. So that is all about today's lecture. I hope you like this video. Till then, goodbye.